Turning 50 doesn't mean fading out. It means standing taller. If your clothes aren't pulling you backward, because style at this age isn't about attention, it's about command. If your clothes still speak from your 30s, they're not reflecting the man you are now. This isn't about chasing trends, and it's definitely not about trying to dress like you're 30 again. It's about something better, something more lasting. At 50 and beyond, your presence carries weight. But if your wardrobe hasn't evolved with you, it can work against that. Some clothes quietly date you, others send the wrong message entirely. But because they no longer match your mindset, your pace, or your purpose. This video isn't here to tear down what you wear. I'm here to offer alternatives, better ones, that match where you are in life now. Simple adjustments that help you look sharper, more capable, and more put together, without ever losing comfort or authenticity, because the goal isn't to look younger. It's to look like a man who knows exactly who he is and dresses like it. I'll walk you through 7 things many men over 50 still wear that quietly work against them, and for each one I'll give you a stronger option. The clothing I recommend is linked for you in the description below. Chapter 1. Baggy, worn-out jeans. Most men I know have at least one pair they've been wearing for over a decade. They're familiar, broken in, maybe even tied to good memories, but that doesn't make them right for who you are today. If you're still wearing the baggy, shapeless pair from 15 years ago, with sagging knees and faded thighs, it's not doing you any favors. That kind of denim slouches your entire look. It adds weight where you don't need it, and it says, I stopped updating. At 50, fit matters more than ever. You don't need skinny jeans, but you do need structure, support, clean lines that follow your natural frame. I used to be loyal to one particular pair of jeans, light wash, too loose and full of nostalgia. But every time I caught a photo of myself in them, something looked off, like I was trying to blend into a version of myself that didn't exist anymore. And that's the thing no one tells you. Some clothes don't just age you, they anchor you to a life you've already outgrown. The upgrade? A dark wash straight leg jean with a mid-rise waist. No rips, no trendy fades. Just a clean, solid foundation. Try something like the Levi's 514, or if you want to step it up, look into Buck Mason's Ford Standard jean. These aren't tight, they're tailored. They support your posture and pair effortlessly with loafers, Chelsea boots, or low-profile sneakers. If you've never had your denim hemmed or adjusted, try it once. Even a half-inch difference in length can change the entire way your outfit feels. Jeans should do more than just fit. They should pull the whole look together, make you feel grounded, intentional, capable. Because when your jeans work with your body, your confidence shows up differently in how you walk, how you sit, how you speak. And at this stage, that's what really counts. The clothing mention can be found in the description below. Chapter 2. Graphic tees with slogans. You've seen them. You've probably owned a few. The t-shirts with jokes, slogans, or massive graphics, trying to be clever, bold, or funny. They were harmless at 30. At 50, they undercut everything you've earned. Here's the issue. At this stage in life, your style shouldn't be loud. It should be composed, intentional. A graphic tee doesn't say relaxed. It says, I haven't updated. Worse, it pulls attention away from your face and presence, the very things you want people focusing on. A printed punchline across your chest forces conversation in the wrong direction. People don't see you. They see the shirt. And whether you're walking into a coffee shop, going on a casual date, or catching up with old friends, you want to look like a man who's grown into himself, not someone hanging on to a version of the past. Because at this stage, you're not chasing attention, you're commanding it. Quietly, intentionally. So here's the better move. Swap graphic tees for high-quality solid or textured t-shirts. Crewneck or Henley, cotton or merino. They still feel casual, but they come across as composed. A great example? The Sunspell Classic Cotton T-shirt. Refined British craftsmanship vibes, lean lines, breathable, lightweight, or the Everlane Premium Weight Crew. Polished enough to wear under a blazer, soft enough to feel like your favourite tee. Stick with timeless colours, navy, deep green, charcoal, oatmeal. These are neutral, flattering, and far more versatile than that fire engine red shirt with a beer logo from your college reunion. The real shift is this: don't let your clothes carry your personality, let them frame it. When you remove the noise from your outfit, what's left is clarity. People notice your posture, your expression, your words. And that's exactly what should lead at 50 and beyond. A refined t-shirt doesn't scream. It supports. It complements. It shows you've moved on. Chapter 3. Athletic sneakers. Let's talk about footwear. Specifically, those athletic sneakers we've all leaned on for years. They're comfortable, supportive, trustworthy. But here's the hard truth. Once you're over 50, sneakers built for marathons don't always belong in your everyday outfits. The thick soles, neon details, oversized logos, they don't say sharp, they say, I'm prioritizing orthopedics over presence. And yes, comfort matters. But you can get comfort and elegance without looking like you just left physical therapy. There was a time I thought my running shoes were doing double duty, gym and errands. But one day, I saw a photo of myself out to dinner. The shoes were glaringly out of place. Everything else said, I care. The sneakers said, I forgot. And forgetting, even unintentionally, sends a message that you've stopped showing up fully. The upgrade isn't drastic. Try leather or suede low-profile sneakers. Clean lines, neutral colors, no visual noise. They're refined, easy to match, and elevate everything from dark jeans to tailored chinos. Look into the Oliver Cabell Low One, minimalist, Italian leather, versatile enough for casual Fridays or weekend get-togethers. Or go with the Coyo Capri Triple White, Italian made with premium leather, simple and elegant with a sleek, structured build. These aren't fashion shoes, they're lifestyle shoes. Ones that match where you are in life now. Color matters too. Skip bright white or anything too busy. Opt for warm tan, grey, navy, or even off black. These pair seamlessly with mature wardrobes and don't call attention to themselves. They complement. It's also worth noting, you're not trying to dress up. You're dressing deliberately. The way your shoes land on the ground, the way your pants fall around them, these small cues influence how people see you, and more importantly, how you see yourself. Trade the gym shoes for sneakers that match your intention. You'll stand taller, walk cleaner, and carry the quiet confidence that comes from knowing every detail is working with you, not against you. Chapter 4. Oversized logos and branding brand loyalty is fine, but wearing the logo like a badge of honor? That's where things go sideways, especially after 50. Big logos across the chest, giant emblems on sleeves, brightly embroidered branding that dominates the outfit. These things don't say style, they say, I'm relying on the label to speak for me. And by now, you don't need anyone else's voice. Your experience is your statement. You've spent decades building your identity. Don't let a stitched logo compete with that. I see this often. A man wears a high-end brand shirt, but the massive logo distracts from everything else. It doesn't matter if it's expensive. The message is still, look what I'm wearing, instead of, look who I am. Refined style comes from subtlety, from letting fabric, fit, and posture do the talking, not a stitched symbol across your chest. Instead, look for clean, logo-free options, or pieces where the branding is so quiet it almost disappears. A great example, the Sunspell Riviera Polo, famously worn by Daniel Craig in Casino Royale. No loud emblem, just clean design, soft texture, and an impeccable fit. It says everything. without saying anything. If you're easing in with something more accessible, the Johnny O Original Polo is a smart move. It's structured but relaxed, with a classic collar that holds shape and no loud branding in sight. This shift isn't just aesthetic, it's psychological. When you stop relying on logos, you start focusing on quality. And when your clothes reflect real quality, they elevate everything around them, even how people listen to you. It's like a good conversation. You don't need to raise your voice when your words carry weight. So next time you're shopping, skip the shirt that shouts. Reach for the one that respects the room, the one that shows maturity, control, and quiet attention to detail, because your presence deserves space to breathe. Let your style make room for it. Chapter 5. Cargo shorts, especially with 6+ pockets. Let's be honest, cargo shorts were never really about style. They were about utility. Pockets for days, keys, wallet, sunglasses, phone, maybe even a tape measure. But here's the truth. After 50, the way your clothes fit your body matters more than what they can carry. And cargo shorts, they do a lot of carrying and a lot of dragging. There comes a point where utility becomes clutter, where function starts to work against form. The bulky side pockets create visual weight. They widen the hips, shorten the legs, and make your outfit feel scattered, like it's trying to do too much. I get it, they're comfortable. They're probably your go-to for yard work, barbecues, and long summer days. But if you're showing up to dinner, heading out on vacation, or spending time with family, you deserve better. Refined doesn't have to mean restrictive. It just means more thought, less clutter. Instead, upgrade to tailored shorts that hit just above the knee. Flat front, neutral tones, clean lines. They still breathe, still move, but now they frame your shape instead of hiding it. The Billy Reid Chino short offers structure and sophistication, with just enough give to keep things comfortable. It's a grown man's summer staple, clean, tailored, and easy to dress up or down. If you prefer something with a bit more structure, the Alex Mills standard pleated short hits the sweet spot between relaxed and refined. And here's a pro tip. Check the inseam. Anywhere between 7 to 9 inches is the sweet spot for most men. Anything longer tends to overwhelm the leg. Anything shorter, and it starts to look like you're trying too hard. When in doubt, go with cotton linen blends or lightweight twill. These hold their shape, stay breathable, and elevate your outfit instantly, even when paired with something as simple as a t-shirt or Henley. The point is simple. You're not dressing for utility anymore. You're dressing with presence, with clarity, with control. Because confidence doesn't come from stuffing more into your pockets, it comes from knowing you've outgrown the need for them. And yes, the clothing mentioned can be found in the description below. Chapter 6. Cheap belts and bulky wallets. It's easy to overlook the small things, but often those are the details that shape how people see you, especially once you've passed 50. Your belt and your wallet may not be flashy, but they speak. And what they say depends entirely on what you've chosen to carry. Let's start with the belt. A frayed edge, synthetic shine, oversized buckle. We've all worn one, probably without thinking twice. But those little things drag your whole outfit down, because when the details are lazy, the message is loud, even if you didn't mean for it to be. A belt should complete your look, not compete with it. A better option? Full grain leather, slim profile, understated buckle in brushed nickel or brass, something like the Ralph Lauren woven leather belt, classic American gentleman look, sophisticated but still versatile. A good belt doesn't need to scream, it just needs to belong seamlessly with everything else you're wearing. Now the wallet, if it's exploding with receipts, loyalty cards, or outdated business cards, you're not organized. You're weighed down. And if you're still sitting on a thick wallet in your back pocket, you're also compromising your posture, throwing off your silhouette, and slowly deforming your pants over time. The upgrade? A slim leather wallet or card holder that forces you to carry only what matters. The Bellroy Slim Sleeve wallet is a perfect example. It fits in your front pocket, lays flat, and blends in like it should. Here's why this matters more than ever now. At 50 plus, your presence enters the room before you do. Every detail, even the quiet ones, should reflect clarity and discipline. When you pull out a clean wallet at dinner, or when you reach down to adjust your belt, those aren't just actions. They're moments of expression. They show that you haven't stopped caring. You've simply refined how you care. It's not about luxury, it's about intention. These details don't just finish the outfit, they finish the message. Chapter 7. Shapeless blazers. There's a reason the blazer has stood the test of time. It's versatile, it's flattering, and when done right, it's one of the most powerful pieces a man over 50 can own. But done right is key. A blazer that hangs like a curtain or bunches around the shoulders doesn't add presence, it subtracts it. And the truth is, many men keep wearing the same blazer they've had since their 40s. Maybe it once fit well, maybe it never really did. At this point, fit isn't just a matter of style, it's a matter of dignity. Because the wrong fit doesn't just hide your shape, it hides your story. A shapeless blazer makes you look smaller, slouchier, even uncertain. But a blazer that's structured and intentional, that instantly restores posture, commands attention, balances the whole frame. The right one doesn't feel stiff, it feels anchored. Look for something soft-shouldered and unstructured. You want movement and drape, not rigidity. The De Petrillo Posillipo blazer is a gold standard. Unlined soft lapels, hand-finished and made for movement. Or start with the J. Crew Ludlow unstructured blazer, affordable, surprisingly refined, and easy to dress up or down. Don't overlook texture and tone. Skip the flat navy poly blend. Instead, go for herringbone, hopsack, or brushed wool in colors like deep green, slate, or tobacco. These add depth to your outfit without feeling stuffy. And if it almost fits, tailor it. A small nip at the waist or sleeve can turn okay into outstanding. I've had blazers I didn't wear for years, simply because they never felt right. After a small adjustment, they became my most reliable pieces. Not because they were flashy, but because they fit me. That's the difference. Wearing something that tries to impress versus wearing something that aligns with who you are. A well-fitted blazer doesn't change who you are, it reflects who you've become. And at this stage, that's the message worth sending. At this stage in life, you don't need to reinvent yourself, you just need your clothing to match the man you've already become. That doesn't mean wearing a suit every day, it means being deliberate about fit, about quality, about how you show up. Because how you dress still tells a story, not about your age, but about your standards. Every adjustment we've talked about, from your jeans to your wallet, is an opportunity to lead with quiet confidence, to look like a man who's lived, learned, and refined. You've earned the presence you carry. Now it's time your wardrobe caught up. You'll find links to every piece I mentioned in the description below.